What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing my 2.0 mock draft. We're going to do the whole first round on every NFL team, and let's just get this started. With the first pick of the NFL draft, we're not going to waste any time or explanation. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to take Mr. Trevor Lawrence, number one quarterback on the board, number one player overall. Not going to waste any time explaining this pick. With the number two pick of the NFL draft, the New York Jets, again, not going to give a whole lot of explanation. I think it's almost as written in stone. The New York Jets are going to take quarterback Zach Wilson. At 3, San Francisco 49ers. This is where things get very interesting because obviously the Niners moved all the way up to this pick so they could get their quarterback of the future. But I am not buying this Mac Jones pick at all. I like Mac Jones. I think he's definitely worth the first round pick, but I have Mac Jones projected to go somewhere in the middle of the first round. Somewhere between that New England, and Bears pick. I think that's where he's most likely to be projected. I'm going with just Justin Fields, and here's why. Because number one, I think Justin Fields fits perfectly with Mike Shanahan's offense. I think he could use a year to develop behind Jimmy Garoppolo. He's big, he's mobile, he's got a good arm. Not only does he fit what Mike Shanahan and Kyle Shanahan's offense, but I feel as though that he has enough upside to where he could potentially be a top 10 quarterback in this league. And again, with that Niners offense, it is a bit complicated, so it's probably best that he sits a year behind Jimmy Garoppolo. And yeah, I can't see the Niners passing up a talent like this. Though I do like Trey Lance a lot, I do think he has more upside. But Fields is just more well rounded. And I think he's more likely to pick up this offense more so than Trey Lance will. Now at 4, as much as I want to trade this pick, we're not doing any trades. We're not doing any hypothetical trades in this scenario. So I think the Falcons are just going to take the best player available. And in my opinion, that's Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, he just brings a different dynamic to this offense that the Falcons haven't really had since Tony Gonzalez. And I know this defense needs a lot of help. This defense has a lot of holes. But to me, that's just not a player. There's not a defensive player that's worth a top 10, top 5 pick. So I'm going to have the Atlanta Falcons go with Kyle Pitts. Give Matt Ryan another dynamic weapon. And I think under Arthur Smith, who honestly has a connection with tight ends, considering he made Jonnu Smith a Pro Bowl caliber tight end. Give him a tool like Kyle Pitts, and he's going to have wonders. Now, at number 5, Bengals fans, listen, I know the fascination of having Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow is very enticing considering their LSU connection. But you gotta protect Joe Burrow. He is the heart and soul of your franchise. You could get a wide receiver later in this draft. To me, Penei Sewell is the most well-rounded tackle in this draft. He's a monster in the running. He's a monster in the running game. He has elite pass protection skills. And I just think if you're gonna get the best out of Joe Burrow, you gotta protect him. Okay, he's coming off of knee surgery. Your offensive line, whether you play him in at guard or at tackle, he's the pick that Cincinnati has to me. You nearly tanked for him when Burrow got hurt. Now you get him at number 5. No brainer, if you ask me. Now at 6, the Miami Dolphins. Listen, Tua had a rough time. Tua had a very rough time in his first year in Miami as a rookie. My opinion, they should have just sat him and just let the team ride with Ryan Fitzpatrick. You weren't expected to do anything. The Dolphins weren't expecting to be a playoff team. But unfortunately, ownership wanted to see Tua go out there and play, and they got their wish. But in my opinion, he just simply wasn't ready. So I'm going to give Tua a number 1 target. And in my opinion, best wide receiver in this draft is Ja'Marr Chase. He's the exact type of wide receiver the Dolphins need. The Dolphins could use, He's a big number 1 kind of target. You could go offensive line with this pick, but there are some prospects that I think could very easily fit that mold in the middle of the first round. So I'm going to give the Miami Dolphins Ja'Marr Chase. Now at number 7, the Detroit Lions. They could really go